Are you considering moving to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and you're trying to figure out if this is the right place for you to live? Maybe you're considering other cities like Knoxville or Nashville, but in today's video, we're going to answer the question, should you live or should you move to Chattanooga, Tennessee? So should you move to Chattanooga? The answer is yes, you should. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. Move to Chattanooga, end the video. But for real, we're going to discuss many different reasons why you should consider living here. It's obviously not for everyone. I have had very small amounts of people looking into the area, and for whatever reason, they didn't like it. And today I'm going to discuss the reasons why you should consider moving to Chattanooga. First and foremost, it's an outdoor city. If you're an outdoor enthusiast, or you like to camp, or you like to be outdoor, this is an awesome city for you to consider. So if you're into camping, hiking, mountain biking, rock climbing, hand gliding, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I believe it was 2 years that Chattanooga won Outdoor Magazine Outdoor Town of the Year, and Chattanooga has won it twice. And it just goes to show you that there's an outdoor lifestyle here that a lot of us enjoy and love, with the mountains that you have a bunch of places to hike and see. There's a bunch of national forests kind of around us. There's the Ocoee River for whitewater rafting, that in the 80s they had the Olympics there. There's mountains, there's the Cumberland trails, just anything that you can think about as far as outdoor life, you can definitely find it here, and that's one of the huge plus why people love it here. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Chattanooga, Tennessee. My name is Junior Francica and I'm an agent here in Chattanooga. If you guys are looking to move to the area, I would absolutely love to help you find a home here that you can call yours, and feel free to reach out to me on the number on your screen. Shoot me a text, give me a call, or find me on Instagram and send me a DM there. I absolutely love helping you guys move to the area. So that being said, let's get back to today's video. Another thing you have to take into account is employment and kind of the local economy. Chattanooga has a great local economy. We have a bunch of huge employers, and I'm just going to mention a few, and I'll actually put the numbers on the screen of how many employees they actually employ. So one being Volkswagen plant, they build the Passats, and another car I can't remember, and they're starting to build the all-electric vehicles there as well. And then you have all the other companies that kind of work there for Volkswagen. You have McKee Foods that makes all the Little Debbie snack cakes. You have Tennessee Valley Authority, which produces power for 6 to 8 different states here in Chattanooga. You also have Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. You have Unum. You also have Shaw Industries. Now this is in Georgia, but it's probably about 40-ish minutes from downtown Chattanooga, and they are the world's biggest carpet manufacturers. You also have US Express, which is a transportation and shipping company. Siskin Steel and Supply, and the list goes on. And then not even to mention the hospital systems that we have here. We have 3 main ones: Erlanger Health System, Park Ridge Medical Center, and Memorial Hospitals. All 3 of those are pretty big hospitals, and we have a bunch of healthcare related occupations here that employ many healthcare workers. So the local economy here, we also have EPB Fiber Optics, which is, it's the world's fastest fiber optic internet. They actually just unveiled 25 gigabytes of upload and download speed, which is absolutely insane. Of course, they are trying to get more of tech startups and things like that, but for the most part, a lot of people that move here also work from home because we have such good internet, and the fiber optics here is very inexpensive. A lot of people move here and work from home and have the great internet that we have. So the local economy here is very strong, and finding employment is typically not that big of an issue. The next point I want to talk about is, I know I talked about outdoor stuff, but I want to talk about mountain biking and road biking. Mountain biking here, we have hundreds of miles of trails all over Chattanooga, from Bauxite trails in Collegedale to Raccoon Mountain to Tesla's Revenge. We have trails all over the place, and it's a great place to live if you love mountain biking. I actually helped a family move from California, and the dad is really into mountain biking, and from his house he can mountain bike to 3 or 4 different trail system, and he can just be out and about all day, not actually even having to drive anywhere. He can just start mountain biking from his house. And then we come to road biking. Here in Chattanooga, we have a bunch of back road country roads that's great for road biking. We have a lot of places where you can park your cars and kind of have hundreds and hundreds of miles to go road biking. So we also have a big population of people that are into triathlons and road biking. And with the great weather that we have here, anywhere from 10 to 11 months out of the year, you can be outdoor biking. And if you don't mind the cold, the mild winters that we have, you can even bike year round, which is definitely a plus for a lot of people looking into Chattanooga. The next point I want to talk about is the lower cost of living that you will find in Chattanooga. So of course, there's many different places that you can find numbers. I went on payscale.com, and according to them, these are the numbers that they have listed there. Housing expenses in Chattanooga are 8% lower than the national average. Your utility cost is 9% lower than the national average. Gas prices are 8% lower. Grocery bills are 3% lower. And also healthcare is 4% lower than the national average. Now, if you put all these together, you can see why Chattanooga is so appealing, because not only is it awesome and we have a bunch of free stuff to do outside, but also things that you do spend your money on, like housing, gas, groceries, healthcare, is also cheaper than the national average, which is a huge plus for the area. My next point is that Chattanooga is a small to medium-sized city, which is a huge positive for a lot of people that are kind of looking to leave those very busy hustle and bustle type of cities. And with that, we also have a very friendly population of friendly people here. It's very hard to describe, but if you ever visited Chattanooga, you'll see that people here are way more friendly than many different big cities that you might be coming from. Now, it's very hard to explain, but just, you know, whenever you go to restaurants or you're going into stores, we hold the door open for others. We say yes and please and thank you. We use manners here, and we're always willing to help each other out. Now, if you're trying to come here and do your own thing and be out on your own, we will respect that as well. But at the same time, we also have our manners, and we're polite, and we love to help each other because we love being around each other. So if you ever visit here, you'll instantly pick up on that with how friendly everybody is. But with that friendliness and that small to medium-sized city, we still have most of the big city amenities, right? So we still have a bunch of restaurants, a bunch of stores and shopping that you can do. We don't have the big name stores like maybe Gucci or all that type of stuff, but we do have everything else that you would need, like Lowe's and Home Depot and Target and Whole Foods and that type of stores. And something else I like to point out, since it's such a small medium type of area, you can easily live 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes away, and be kind of in the countryside where you hear cows or you hear chickens, but at the same time, you're about 20 minutes or 15 minutes to Target. So that's kind of the best of both worlds if you want to live in a country setting, but you also want some of that big city amenities. This is a great area to live in if you are looking for that lifestyle, or you can live closer to downtown where you can walk to things and be a lot closer to restaurants and stuff, or you can just be way off in the rural country where you're kind of 30 minutes from anything or big amenities if that doesn't appeal to you. The next thing we're going to talk about is the weather here. I believe that the weather here is absolutely awesome because we have all 4 seasons, but at the same time we have a lot of mild winters, whereas other places you have way more harsh type of climate. So here in the summer, I think the one that affects people the most is the hot and muggy summers. So it's not as hot as muggy as, let's say, southern Georgia or Florida type of area, but it is still pretty hot and muggy. It could be, 95 degrees with 80% humidity. That can be pretty muggy. But at the same time, when we get to fall at the end of summer and it starts to get, cooler, like 65 or 70, that change of weather is absolutely amazing. And then you have all the leaves changing, which is very beautiful. And then you get into winters here where you can have temperatures from 30 to 50 degrees, probably for about a month in the winter. We get in the single digits, maybe. Well, not single digits, maybe a week or two we'll get single digits, but for about a month we get anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees is the normal. In the winter is more of the rainy season as well. It does typically rain then, so it's not very harsh downpour rain. Is very light and drizzly, and it's very gray overcast type of clouds. So the winters here are very mild compared to a lot of different places. And then we go into spring where everything kind of comes alive and blooms, and it's absolutely beautiful. One thing that I will like to mention about spring is that the allergies affect a lot of people here. I've never had any allergy issues, but when I did come here, maybe for a week or two every year, I have to take Zyrtec or Claritin or something like that, just because the allergies are very bad. But overall, I feel like the whole weather that we get here is overall mild compared to many different places, and it's somewhere with all our outdoor things. We can still enjoy it almost year round, depending on how you are with the winter weather. So should you move to Chattanooga? If you want to live in a small to medium sized city where you have all these amenities, but at the same time you can get your country or your suburb type of feel, if you love the outdoors and you just love being outside and hiking and camping and rock climbing and just, spending your time in the river or taking your kids to the park all the time, because we have a bunch of parks everywhere. If you like that, our cost of living is way lower than the national average, with an average of 8% lower than the national average. And if you love the weather that we have here, which is mild winter, a nice spring, hot and muggy summer, and a beautiful fall, if you love all those things, I think you would be a great fit to consider Chattanooga in moving to this area. It's a beautiful area and it's hard to describe. I use drone shots and drive-bys of neighborhoods to try to depict the beauty that we have, but it really doesn't compare to you actually being here in person. So if you're ever willing or able to visit, I definitely suggest that you do so. That's today's video, guys. I hope I was able to answer some of your questions and give you some value. If you guys have any other questions, comment down below or shoot me a text or give me a call on the number on your screen. I would absolutely love to help you guys make the move to the area. Until next time, take care and God bless.